I've got both Venusaur and Blastoise, and just for fun I combined them into one super Pokemon. Try that on for size. Okay. Venatoise. A level 50 Venatoise, huh? Oh, okay. Patrick. I'm gonna try Pedal Blizzarding that, bitch. Okay, I get it. Get fucked. How many Pedal Blizzards you got, stupid bitch? Not enough. Loser! That was no illusion. What are you talking about? Are you high as a kite? How about another fight to make sure you're ready for the... No. You're certainly a competent kid and you're an idiot. So, yeah, there was also, I mean, they had Lyra Valkyria, the women's Intercontinental Champion, not defend her Intercontinental Championship, instead go after the tag team titles, and she became another two belt holder, you know, dual belt holder, holding 2 titles at one time. And it's like, well, good for her, but at the same time, like, she should have had a match for her title. Oh, you bastard. Then there was the fact that right after WrestleMania, hey, we're at the Indigo Plateau now. Here we are. Okay. Let's heal. Hi there. Hello there on the move reminder. Sure. What can you teach Sean? Yes, yes. Nothing useful is what you're saying. Is that so? Vine Whip, hey? Yeah, so we're gonna say no to all of those, yes. Alright, I got all my Pokemon killed that had Toxic, other than Embraer. But that means we don't have to go and try and get them to learn. Yeah, you got Super Fang. Why don't we get rid of that? Where is the move? Red Ender. Learn that over Super Fang. Dragon Claw. What? Ember can't learn it? Damn it. Where's my Earthquake? Earthquake. Time to teach you Earthquake. Over Earth Power? Oh wait, it's a physical. I forgot. Earthquake's a physical move? Hold on. Well, if that's the case, hold on. You are Spectacular. You are Spectacular. You are Attacker. You are Attacker. You are Spectacular. And you are Spectacular. So... you already learned it. You are Spectacular. You are its physical attacker. Interesting. Yeah, we'll give up on Earthquake for you. Why don't you do that over Fire Fang? Wait, hold on, which was you again? Give up on Earthquake for just a second. Because... are you a Spectacular? You are Spectacular. Okay. So... yeah, if you already have a physical move that we don't care about, let's give you a physical move that we don't care about. Yeah, Earthquake. Hi. If you go on ahead, you'll face the Elite Four one by one. If you win, a door opens to the next trainer. Good luck. Thanks. Are you done with your shopping? Is your party all healed up? This is the big challenge, so you want to make sure you're fully prepared. Oh, I'm aware. I'd like to sell. I have some things, like 2 revives and a max revive that I'd like to sell. Thank you. We're finally here at the Elite Four. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't feel like I am. First things first. First things first, we gotta teleport. So close, just right there, there we go. Okay. We're here at Celadon for one thing only. 4th floor, please. I would like to buy a leaf stone. Wait, I have one in the bag? Then I would like to use my leaf stone. Hold the fucking phone. Oh my god! Victory Duck. See, now that's a custom sprite. No custom entry though, but a custom sprite. Also on Leaf Tornado. That's a spectacular move. No, we're good though. Alright, Sean. See, that's a better one. Thank you, Toasted Goose. Much better than that bullshit. But Toasted Goose, why did you do this one and not any of the sprites prior to this? Like, why didn't you do the one for Golduck, Weepin' Bell? Why did you just start with... Like, are your 2 favorite Pokemon Golduck and Victor Bell? Really? Seems like an odd combination to me, but alright. Okay, so... we gotta get at least Red Ender and Sean up to 60. Oh boy. So let's teleport. Oh, nope, teleporter. Back to the Indigo Plateau. And then we'll head back into the caves here to train a little bit. Oh, hey, Steelix. Fancy seeing you here. Wasn't expecting you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Fuck off and die. We're gonna make this a little quicker by... I know that really just helped us right there. Like, us having the Rocky Helm just made it so we didn't have to have another round of fighting, but we're gonna give him the Lucky Egg so he earns more XP. And then, you know, the other one has the XP share on him, so we're gonna earn that XP. And voila! Okay. So, back to our WWE talk. Right after WrestleMania, Monday Night Raw comes on. Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria have a rematch for the Women's Tag Team Championships, only to lose them. And that is something that I just despise. Why have anyone win the championship if they're just going to get it stripped from them the next night? And I know that they're going to try and build some sort of story where it's like, oh, Lyra and Becky have some sort of feud going on after that, because, yes, they lost, and then Becky turned heel and attacked Lyra, and it's like, oh my god, why? But it's just like, why even have them win the tag team championships if you're going to just throw it off of them the next night? That was stupid, pointless bullshit. So... that's my thoughts on that. And then we get, one of the craziest instances of WWE addressing real life things without addressing the real life things. And that is after Gunther's embarrassing defeat to Jey Uso. You know, he comes out and is yelling at Michael Cole. Michael Cole, the commentator. Michael Cole, the man who she's behind the desk and has been the voice for the WWE for 20 years, I want to say. He comes out and is yelling at Michael Cole, screaming at him and everything, and Michael's just like, I'm just giving my opinion on things, and you know, maybe you should have tapped out. And then Gunther puts his chokehold on Michael Cole, attacks him, and you know, then because of that, Pat McAfee, who's also the commentator, the second commentator and everything, but has dreamed of being in the WWE for a long, like he wants to be a wrestler and everything, so maybe he's gonna wrestle Gunther. I don't know. They had him like interfere, and then he gets choked out. Like he saves Michael Cole, but gets choked out by Gunther. And it's just like, oh my god. And then Michael Cole's in the back trying to make sure like Pat McAfee's okay, and general manager is just like, you know, Michael, you need to take the rest of the night off. And it's like, I'm not gonna let some bully stop me from doing my job. How can we be safe? How can we be safe from these, you know, people? Like, we can't let these, we gotta stand up to these bullies who think that they can just attack us for doing our jobs. And yeah, we love the product, so we're gonna give our opinions. It's like, there was a short period of time ago, I don't remember who it was, but it is a former wrestler who weighed in on the fact that Michael Cole is constantly giving his opinion on matches, and like, I think it was something about John Cena, or when John Cena betrayed, like, you know, turned heel, and he's just like, Michael Cole should not have been saying all that shit. It's ridiculous that he's blah 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 blah. And it's just like, so without them acknowledging that, they basically took a physical attack and were like, you know, we're just doing our jobs, commentating, and you know, we give our opinions, like addressing that whole thing. So it's just like, interesting. That's the route that you guys are going with for that. It made me laugh though that they do that sort of thing. So that is that next part there. Then at the end of Monday Night Raw, Braun Breaker comes out and aligns himself with Seth Rollins. Seth has some new faction that he's building, I guess. And Braun Breaker is on board with it now that he's lost his Intercontinental Championship. So, good for him. That is some new faction that Seth is constantly creating new factions like that. It's been a long time since he's done one, but anybody remember the Authors of Pain's introduction? They were hitmen for Seth Rollins. Then, oh, I forgot about this one. Aleister Black and Rusev both returning to WWE. Rusev returned on Monday Night Raw, and Aleister Black returned on SmackDown. Both of which had been signed with AEW, but hadn't shown up in some time. And it's like, guys, you just, like, AEW just keeps fucking up. They kept building this roster to try and combat WWE, and now people are jumping ship back to WWE because they're realizing that AEW is not as good, and now with WWE being run by Triple H, it's much better, it's much brighter on the, you know, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence there. So it's just like, sucks for AEW, but great for WWE that they're getting their talent back, their homegrown talent there. So, and then the tag team title triple threat TLC match that should have been at WrestleMania. Honestly, that was ridiculous. Just astonishing that they do this stuff where it's just like, you guys aren't restrained to a time limit. Like, you guys take up, they split it into 2 days now. They've made the event so fucking long, and they still can't put every single match that they really should on the card between 2 days of events. It doesn't make any sense. The tag team triple threat match deserved to be at WrestleMania instead of on SmackDown, but they didn't do it, and that is my wrestling rant for the day. So we don't know where the wrestling is headed, but some good, some bad, some downright ugly. Cena's whole thing, like, it was bad. Cena has not wrestled full-time in forever, and he is getting old, and Cody had to legitimately, it seemed like, act like a punch knocked his ass out, when it nowadays takes 3 to 10 finisher, like, you have to hit your finisher 3 to 10 times in a fucking match just to get your opponent to, you know, stay down. But one punch from Cena, whoa, that knocked Cody right out. So it was really just, it was like, yikes, this is hard to watch bad. Oh no, he burnt. He did. He burned, he died. Is there a way to fight you again? Are you good to fight again? Oh, no, I can't. I can fight you again. You're the grass water type bitch, and I don't like that. I don't think that'll work well for me at the moment. What the friggity fucking, what the hell am I looking at? That was terrifying. Straight out of my nightmares. So, if I'm remembering right, Lorelei has water and ice, so having grass and electric, Sean and Patrick will be do good against her. Bruno is fighting, so having Megan will just destroy, just to put the psychic type there. Then we've got, oh, that's cool, Die. Then we've got Agatha, who's got her ghosts, which, I mean, Blaze can do some numbers on, I guess. And then Dragon Boy. So Sean again. And start and end with Sean and Patrick. But I believe that they can get up to about level 60 some. So we want to be above that. So we're gonna get everybody above 60. So after the whole WrestleMania talk and everything, another thing that happened since my last recording was C2E2, the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. And I went to that, as many of you know from when I was talking about it earlier in the series. But this is my first recording since I got back from it, and it was awesome. I got to meet a lot of people that were really cool, and like, you know, awesome cosplayers and things like that. And I cosplayed for the first time ever. And if you want to see some of my photos of me in cosplay and everything as Deathstroke, yeah, you can check out the Facebook page and everything. The Demon Fire 93 Demon Fire 93 Facebook page. It's linked on my YouTube page to see all the awesome photos that I got. I was trying to hunt down and find all of the Teen Titans, but I could not find a Nightwing. I did get a Rob. I couldn't find a Nightwing, and I couldn't find a Cyborg, and I couldn't find a Beast Boy. Found all the girls, though. So, CTV2 was a lot of fun. I was only there for 2 days out of the 3, Friday and Saturday. I had to miss Sunday because that Sunday was actually my birthday, and I did not want to be in Chicago for my birthday without, or with just all by myself on my birthday. I would be with people, but nobody would be celebrating my birthday. We're celebrating C2E2. That's kind of cool. Rhinox? I would love to have one of those. Don't do that. Alright. Well, damn. That was pretty much all that I had to talk about. Interesting. Well, I guess one thing here. Hold on. No, not you. We got a new sprite yet? Anybody? Oh my god, somebody created a sprite for Embraer. Thank you. Look at that. Ember's got a new sprite. Does that mean Red Ender? What about Red Ender? Red Ender? Red Ender does not have a new sprite, guys. Come on, people. Get on it. Somebody, please. Get Red Ender a new sprite. He needs it sorely. I love that Ember finally got one, though. That's great. Ember deserves that. He worked hard to decimate the fucking Zap Molkuno. He is the sole survivor of that massacre, and he kicked ass. We at least avenged all of our fallen when we went and killed all 3 of the legendary birds. So that's nice, at least. And now we will just grind here until everyone is at level. I'll fast forward because nothing really is happening and I don't have much else to talk about. And then we will see what comes of this. If anything interesting happens, like we die, we'll definitely include that, but otherwise we'll just be sitting here training. Okay, that one's badass, I gotta say. Just had to stop and say that one. Back to the training. Alright, so now we're actually going to try and see how Sean does here. Energy ball! Pretty good, Sean. Pretty good.